Hi everyone, I am Atharvane and in this video I will brief you through a complete simulation setup in Mission Planner including creating a flight plan, launching the simulated drone and performing data log analysis. So first open Mission Planner. This is the ground control software for configuring and monitoring autopilot based drones. So on the top left corner you will see key tabs. So first one is data to monitor live flight data, plan, flight data, uh, a plan to create missions using waypoints. Third one is setup to configure basic and mandatory hardware. Fourth one is configuration for PID and advanced parameters. Simulation to run SITL simulations, and at last help to access documentation and online support. Now click on the simulation tab. Here at the bottom you will see different types of vehicles. First one is plane, rover, multi-rotor, helicopter. For this tutorial I will select multi-rotor, which represents a quadcopter. We must also select the firmware version. So I recommend choosing a stable release to avoid errors during testing. So now it is downloading SITL software. So once it is downloaded, it will try to connect to the Maven. After connecting it to the Maven, you will see a drone model here. Now go to the plan tab where we can create our autonomous mission. So I have already set home point here. Now I will add waypoints where I want the drone to fly. You can drag the waypoints wherever you want. Here I have taken 5 waypoints. Here I have set waypoint radius 5. So make sure that you set last waypoint to the RTL, that is return to launch. Here we will also change the altitude, as it is 100 we will reduce it for fast simulation. You can change it according to the requirement. After that, write the plan. Now go to the data section. Here we can see actions where we can see the parameters which are going to help in the simulation. So this is the screen where we can see the battery status, GPS, yawing position, rolling, as well as pitching. So now we will first, here it is stabilized mode, so we will set it to loiter. After that we will arm it. After that we will click on the drone, right click and take off. Here we will set desired altitude 10. Now the drone will take off up to the 10 altitude. Now once it is reached to the altitude 10, we will set it to auto so that it will carry out autonomous flight plan. Here we can monitor all the values. We can see here viewing as we have set waypoint radius 5. You can see how it is going from the waypoint. Here we can see all these values of pitching, yawing, and rolling, as well as battery status, GPS status, flight mode, and arm status. So once the drone reaches its home point, it will try to reduce its or decrease its altitude and land onto the ground. So once the drone is landed, it will disarm it. Here we can check the status. So here we can see two arrows. Now after finishing the simulation, we want to review the log and download the log. So click on the right small arrow and go to the data flash logs where we can download and review the logs. So click on the download flash. Here we can see conducted flight plan. So tick mark it, select it, and download selected logs. So once it is selected, it will download. Now we can also review a log. So for reviewing the log, so here the its bin file is been created. So just open it. Here we can see all the parameters, and here we can also present the value graph for the selected parameters. For example, here is AHR2 value where we can see roll, pitch, yaw. If we select roll, we can see a value graph for the pitch roll. If we select pitch, we can see for pitch as well as yaw. We can also see its latitude and longitude by selecting GPS. Here we can see the value graph for the latitude as well as longitude. So first of all, we will select GPS as we want to know about latitude and longitude. So now here we can see its latitude and longitude. So these files can be saved in CSV where we can export it to the Microsoft Excel. So click on left click on export visible. Here we can save it as output. Now go to the So we want to now open output file. Here we can see this output file. So here is the data of the GPS where we have selected its latitude and longitude parameters. So now we want to plot the latitudes and longitudes parameters. So we will just select charts. In that we will select scatter with smooth lines. So here we want to display latitude and longitude. So just right click on it where we can select data, add. So series name is latitude. So here we will just display the values for latitude. In Y series values we will select longitude values. So now just unmark the other series as we want to display only latitude and longitude graph or plot. This type of representation makes it easier to detect GPS drift glitches or mission execution errors. So here we can see the plotted area of the uh, flight plan. So in this way we also can simulate a quadcopter mission in mission planner and analyze its flight using data logs. This process is helpful not only for testing but also for learning real world drone behavior safely. Thank you.